This is Sunrise on News Radio 880 KCMX.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Sunrise Show. Thrilled to welcome into the studio SOU head football coach Craig Howard and his quarterback Austin Dodge, and they're going head-to-head in Ashland Saturday at 1 p.m., kickoff at 1 p.m. Of course, you've got the Hall of Fame banquet at 9 a.m. at the Stevenson Union, and calling all alumni, and of course, it's Wear Red Day Saturday. And Coach, it's great to have you in. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Craig. Thanks for letting us be on your show today.
You betcha. And Austin, thanks so much for coming by. And
absolutely, thank you.
Hanging out. I tell you, it's exciting, a number of things. The Raiders are 5-0. That's got to be an absolute, congratulations. I just think that's outstanding. We've got great fans in Southern Oregon and a great football program. And Coach Howard, this is your 4th year. And you've got a lot to be thankful for, a lot to be proud of. And, of course, you were here in Grants Pass and down in Florida and did some great things down there. And Tim Tebow in your tutelage. And then I love the quote when you've come back and you related to Austin Dodge. He said, Austin Dodge, he's the best I've ever had.
Well, I mean that. I believe that. Again, coming back to Southern Oregon has been a delightful thing for me in my career. And I'm very blessed to have a quarterback like Austin Dodge.
And Austin, and I tell you what, it's perfectly timed because Austin, in your sporting career, in your athletic career, and you look at the national stage with these athletes having issues, whether it's Adrian Peterson, Minnesota Vikings, and child abuse, whether it's punching the girlfriend for the Baltimore Ravens, and then you've got Jameis Winston, and it just goes on down the line. And now we've got Todd Gurley with Georgia now has been suspended indefinitely. You have to be so careful of your faculties, right?
Austin? Yeah, and it's unfortunate that they're put in those situations and it happened for them, but at the same time, you're an athlete and you're in college and you're a role model for the entire university and the institution as well as all the people who are on campus. So you have to be careful of your actions and you just got to go about your business.
Exactly. And I think this is the shame of it is that a coach, as a coach, instinctively that you would not put a player on the field until he was ready. You simply wouldn't do it. That's why they have second string, third string, red shirt, the whole bit, practice squad, the whole thing. And you wonder, how are these men, these young men that are to be inspired, to inspire others, put onto the field when they're not ready? And where's this issue coming from that they can just bend the rules and they're above the law? Coach?
Well, I think it speaks to our whole nation of, the values in our country. And, it's not just a football issue, it's a nationwide issue. And that's one thing I'm determined as a head football coach to do is, we want to win games, and we're delighted that we're 5-0. But we want to do it the right way. We want to follow the rules, and more importantly, we want to build core values in our players that stay with them the rest of their lives. We have a motto there: we're going to win football games, but we're going to build men with character, strength, and honor. And we believe that, and we recruit that way. And our quarterback and the rest of our players, they know what is expected of them, and they follow those rules. They live up to those standards. And I want our players to be knights in shining armor. And I'm so proud of our guys because, I said to our players a long time ago, I want your picture in the sports page, not on the front page.
Thank you so much. Character, strength, and honor. Coach Howard, I love that phrase. And, Austin, it permeates from the top down. And I talk about this all the time in our society related to lack of leadership, lack of quality leadership. And it's just such an issue when you make good decisions, and you can't make a good decision and then 10 bad ones. You've got to connect them, good decision with good decision with good decision. And I think it's that long-term thinking. And, Austin, you as a senior, when you were a freshman, you had that goal in mind. You were saying, I'm here for the long term. I want my degree. And I think that speaks volumes for that. Of course, here it is. We're, Austin Player of the Week, 5th time. oh my gosh, these records, this has got to be, has it sunk in yet?
No, it's pretty surreal. It hasn't sunk in yet, but it's a great feeling, and it's all a team effort. I mean, Coach Howard preaches that individual accolades and records are all a result of a team effort. I mean, all the big guys up front and the receivers making plays. This whole football team is involved in those accolades.
And you're absolutely right, Austin. I mean, you get the records. They show you 13,461 yards and 121 touchdowns. But without your guys, without your coaches on the sideline, constantly working at execution and belief and faith that you're going to, commit. And, left tackle. You got to be loving your left tackle man right about now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, they work hard every day, and we come out to practice, and we put in the work to be 1-0 every week. And so far, for the past 5 weeks, it's worked out, and we're rolling. It's
great. It's great to have you guys in. Austin, it's inspiring to me because of we have to hold on to those nuggets, and that's leadership in our young men because there's so much systemic problems. The good will overtake the bad, and I want to focus on the good because what do they say? If you focus on the negative, you surely will find it. Yeah, Abraham Lincoln said that. Coach Howard, we've got Coach Howard, the head football coach from SOU, in the studio this morning, along with quarterback Austin Dodge, and they're going after Montana Western Saturday at 1 to kick off the Hall of Fame game. All of you SOU alumni, you've got to get down, and there's still tickets available for the Hall of Fame banquet at 9 a.m. at the Stevenson Union. You've got to RSVP, though, and we're going to come back and talk more with Austin and Coach Howard about what's going on, what's going to be happening Saturday, and the new AstroTurf at the stadium. I think that's going to make the football game a little bit faster. The girls have been on it with the soccer club, but I want to hear from the gang. So we'll take your calls as well. The phone number here, 541-772-8255. We'll be back. More in the Sunrise Show. We return with SOU quarterback Austin Dodge and head football coach Craig Howard after this break. Stand by now. The Bloomberg Market Update is up next.
So get up. Top of the morning to ya.
Now, back to Sunrise on News Radio 880 KCMX.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. 33 minutes after the hour, continuing with SOU head football coach Craig Howard in his 4th season, coaching the Red Raiders, and senior quarterback Austin Dodge is in the studio as well. And gentlemen, thanks for hanging out with me this morning. And big game coming up Saturday at 1, kickoff at 1 o'clock, Montana Western. Coaching, you went up there and they beat you last year, so you're ready for them. So what are and they're a formidable opponent, and they know you're 5-0. You both have been watching tapes on each other. What is it we need to be watching for on Saturday?
Well, I think the fans are come out. If you've never seen us play, come and watch small college football. We're the fastest number of plays per game of any team in football in the nation. We average about 100 plays a game. We call it the Ricky Bobby offense. And we're going fast, and we got a great gunslinger at quarterback that's going to direct that offense, and we got an attacking swarming defense that gang tackles and makes big plays. And so we want small college football to just be an exciting game to watch. When you get in your car and you're driving home after the end of the game, you'll say, that's the funnest football game I've ever seen in my life. And you'll never see a quarterback as good and as talented as this young man. He's going to be in the National Football League, and he's certainly going to get a shot at it. I believe that. We've got NFL scouts watch him practice every day. But he's a record setter and a record breaker, and he's surrounded by a lot of other good players. But Montana Western, they're coming to town, and they know we're a target. They want to knock off the 5-0 Red Raiders.
So how is their defense?
Well, they're good. I mean, the thing that's impressed me on film is how hard they play and how well they swarm to the football. So we've got to keep Austin Dodge upright, and we got to have a balanced offense that can run and pass and ultimately what we do is score points. We lead the nation in scoring.
That's excellent, excellent. Getting into the red zone and score right down. And Austin, I mean, this last game, you had a week off, but Blue Pony Stadium, 22 of 38 passes for 6 touchdowns and 417 yards. You know, your wide receivers too, and that would be the next thing is the safeties for Montana Western, right on the defensive backs. They're going to be gunning for keeping the ball out of the hands of the wide receivers is probably one of their little ploys as well. Austin?
Yeah, absolutely. And like Coach Howard said, they play fast, and they're a very hard-working and very high-motored team. So their defense creates problems and wreaks havoc, and they got a great defensive line and great secondary, but we have a solid game plan, but we also have a target on our back. So we're going to go out and execute and stick with our plan of being 1-0 every week and preparing to win. So we're ready, and I'm assuming they're ready, so it should be a good game on Saturday.
It's going to be great. And, you know, you can't win them all. You know, you can't ultimately win. You can sure strive to do that. And few teams have gotten to, 14-0 at the end of the season. But you just concentrate, focus, 1 week at a time, chip away at that deal, and you never lose focus because it's all about execution. And you see that in life, right? It's execution. Austin, you're a senior this year, marketing student, and last year you were business marketing student of the year picked by the faculty. That's an outstanding achievement in itself. And you're carrying a 3.7, almost 3.8 GPA. That's talent, Coach.
Well, again, I said this at the outset of the show. We're really blessed to have a quarterback, but more importantly, a human being like this young man is. You know, he's an epitome of what I want as a player. I want a guy it says student athlete, and it says student first. And, you go to college, you love playing football, but you're really there to get a degree and a diploma so you can do something special in life and provide for your family. And, football is only a brief part of your life. And they love it, we love it, but it's going to be over, and he's eventually going to have to rely on that marketing degree and business. But this young man's going to be a success no matter what he does. That's what you see all these bad things in football, and that's why I'm so proud to be coaching young men like Austin Dodge.
Yeah, and your mantra, this courage,
character, strength, and honor.
Character, strength, and honor, and that it comes from the top. And I think the players, they know you're serious. You don't just say it, you mean what you say and say what you mean. And these players, the camaraderie, Austin, 4 years as a Red Raider, and this will stay with you for a lifetime.
Absolutely. This is a close-knit group and a close-knit coaching staff. And throughout my 4 years, the coaching staff has stayed the same. I mean, Coach Howard is stuck with it, and Coach Foz, offensive coordinator, has been with the program for 4 years. And this team is so committed to one another, and these teammates are so close-knit, and there's such tight unity within this group that there's a reason that we are 5-0, and there's a reason we're the number 5 team in the nation, and it shows on and off the field. So it's been great.
It's great. It's great to have you two in and talk about what's going on. I mean, great things in Southern Oregon, and the Southern Oregon University Red Raiders and head coach Craig Howard in this morning, along with quarterback Austin Dodge, and the big game Saturday at kickoff at 1. It's a Hall of Fame game. A couple of great sports legends from SOU will be honored on Saturday, and then of course the kickoff at 1. That Hall of Fame banquet at 9 a.m. You've got to get RSVP. You can go to SOURaiders.com and check out tickets for both that and everything else. But Coach, anything last at this?
Well, I think it's a special game because it's the Hall of Fame. A lot of alumni are coming back, and it's also a breast cancer awareness game for us. Our boys will be wearing the pink socks, and we've got a decal on our helmet. And we just unfortunately, one of our players' mother died of breast cancer, and so it hits home, and it's something that we want to honor and bring to light. And we're going to give away a lot of shirts.
There's 700 red shirts, right?
It's going to be a festive atmosphere in Ashland, Oregon. 250
pink pom-poms. This is for the first folks that come through the door on Saturday. It's going to be outstanding. And this AstroTurf, I wanted to ask you about this. Are you guys okay with that, Austin?
Oh, absolutely. Completely different than the grass. And, we're a high-explosive team and a very fast team, and this just makes us even faster.
So you've had to change your shoes?
We haven't. It actually, the new synthetic turf is, it fits well with the molded cleats, and so we're just faster than we've ever done before.
Has come a long way, Craig, over the years when you and I were when they first came out.
Oh yeah.
harder than your living room floor. I mean, but now heck, you can sleep on it. You know, the fact it's funny, a lot of deer in Ashland, and the deer come down and try to eat it.
Well, the next thing is, you know, you can change the depth, right? With the particles that go on, they can vacuum it up and fill it back in, right? How that goes? Wow, well, it's great. Well, we're out of time. Coach Howard, thank you so much for coming in this morning. We'll be watching Saturday.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Oh,
Craig.
you betcha. Yeah. And Austin, good luck with everything you're doing. And you know, what a gunslinger when it comes to football. Craig, you've got to be just, I mean, I chuckle when I think about the completions and the yardage, and he's the national title holder, NAIA, Austin Dodge, and hard to believe it, of course, you thank all your teammates.
Oh, absolutely.
For that as well. Yeah. It's a team sport, and I thank you guys for coming in. We'll be back more in the Sunrise Show after this break.